back. It's me, Brittany Hislop with Here, Let Me Help You. Okay, one of these has to be good. If not, I'm literally gonna die. Okay, bye.
Hey.
Hey, welcome back.
Welcome back.
Oh, yeah. Love Island, round
Week
2.
two.
I hope
First
you're ready.
word of the week.
Yeah. Wow, we're just jumping right into it.
Welcome.
We don't care that
Welcome,
you're
welcome,
here.
welcome.
We are ready to get this over with. Hurry up, folks.
They're all still fucked up and banging. All right, see you next week on.
And we're out. We're done. Okay, word of the week. Let's do that, and then we have a full. I have a full
Breakdown.
I don't know if it's a breakdown. I'm not doing a breakdown. I just have a
Oh.
full list of feelings and opinions that I just want to talk to you about. I think
All right.
we've discussed some of it, but I did take notes partway through the week. So on Hump Day, when we didn't have an episode, I made notes, and then last night I took more notes on just some thoughts and opinions.
Yeah, I passed out.
That's all this is for. Yeah, so Ryan and I just
So I had to
finished
rewatch.
the episode again tonight, so he's caught up.
And we didn't watch After Sun because
No, we don't watch that. But I heard
watches
Charlie
that?
was on it tonight.
Yeah, he was in the preview.
Was he for
Yeah.
Anderson?
Yeah.
I love him.
But you know, like once you're off the show, who cares?
But my question is,
No, I'm just kidding.
we can talk about this in a minute, but I guess or I'm already jumping in. Like, was he there the entire time? They just kept him in Fiji because obviously he didn't fly back. So like he's just been chilling in Fiji. They're like, wait, we want you on After Sun.
Yeah, maybe they just make him wait in the hotel and it's like, hey, once you get voted off, you have to stay a week after so you can be on the After Sun episode.
That's weird. Okay, but I don't want to get too far into this. I don't know either, but I mean, I'm sure I wouldn't mind if they're like, hey,
maybe
stay an extra week in Fiji. You can have your
called
phone
in.
back. He called in.
Yeah,
I didn't watch the
webcam.
episode, so I guess I can figure that out later. Okay, ready for this?
Word of the
week. We have to be somewhat educated. Or, yeah, educational.
Educated?
Right.
I'm so
we have to
educated.
start the episode off strong, and then we can just landslide down.
All right.
Okay.
Let's pronounce the word correctly.
Okay.
This week. We're going to do that.
I honestly don't know if I can do it.
Oh, no. Litmus test? Yeah. Okay.
Okay, but
I wouldn't pass that test.
yeah. Do you want to do a different one?
Okay. Bemused.
I just feel like
Bemused.
litmus test isn't going to be in the
That's 2 words.
No, I know, but I just feel like it's not going to. I want something that's going to be
in the dictionary?
Yeah. Okay, so we'll do. Sorry,
Bemused.
we're just talking. We don't plan anything prior to the show.
We're shooting from the hip, y'all.
Yeah, it's live action. Okay.
We live.
Word of the day or word of the week for this week is Bemused. Bemused, not Bemused. Bemused. Bemuse, and it's a verb. Bemused. Ryan's gonna use the dictionary this week. We didn't even do that last week. It was so late. Oh, we didn't even talk about our shirts too, babe.
Oh yeah, this is my Father's Day shirt.
Yeah.
My Father's Day socks.
Yeah,
Can you see 'em?
Charlotte and Kennedy made him socks at school. That was on their own doing, but then Charlotte and I
made a
t-shirt.
Says Father's Day.
Yeah, it's so cool, and it has she drew space on the back. Charlotte's our daughter's favorite thing.
The solar
to do,
system.
Our oldest, she's 5, and her favorite thing to do is draw. So I'm tired. I mean, I love her drawings that she has all over my house. I have literal papers everywhere. So I decided to switch it up and have her draw on my clothing because I'll wear her art, and I think it came out cool. So yeah, she's obsessed with MGK. I think I've said that like a million times, but
that's her favorite song right now.
Yeah, cliche. And he won a Kids' Choice Award today, I believe. So I did call that. Congrats to my old neighbor. I'd actually never lived across the street though.
Deep.
Are you ready?
In thought.
Yeah. Okay.
Dazed.
Bemused. We found.
Oh yeah, that's the definition of bemused. Sorry.
Okay. I'm like,
I'm not good at using a dictionary.
They're probably like, can you shut
I don't know how to use a dictionary.
Okay, so I'm sorry. One more time. Bemused.
Bemused. Deep in thought. Dazed.
Okay, so this says, if you are bemused by something, you are confused or bewildered by it, and often also somewhat amused. I feel like that's the whole. I am bemused by this season of Love Island. Because it's a train wreck. It's honestly, I don't know whether I should feel sad
It's
for
a
some of
train
these
wreck.
people
No.
or if I should. It's great television, but it's honestly got me feeling like low key, like when these people come out, specific people, Huda specifically, maybe a couple others, but like she's got a rude awakening. I'm a little concerned. Anyways,
Yeah, I mean, she's a stripper, so
it's not confirmed, but I'm like 99 after the Megan.
she laid on her back and
Megan Thee
shook her
Stallion.
thighs and then slapped her cooter. That's confirmed stripper.
I feel like Megan Thee Stallion picked that competition. Like,
Of course she
Taylor
did.
for her.
Yeah, we're gonna have a twerk off. Because I'm like,
all right, let's start. Yeah, I would love to start there, but I don't want to jump too far ahead because
all right,
we aren't really like recapping by the week per se because we always generally, or we've been filming these past 2 weeks on Saturday, which is like our off. It's our second off day, right? So like by the time this releases on Monday night, like Tuesday,
it's a little late.
It's a little late because there's already been an episode, maybe two that have come out. So it's more of, like I said, it's not really like a recap of like what up the play-by-play, but it's just kind of like recapping up until where we're at, and then
So it's a recap.
Sorry. Yeah, it is, but like, but only like.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? I don't know.
Yeah, it's not gonna have the
like
Sunday
I'm not going
or Monday's
like,
episode.
And it's so it's not like week. It's not like caught like week by week, and I'm also not gonna go like day by day. Like, I'm not doing that. I don't have time for that.
Yeah, it's not like an in-depth review.
Go somewhere else if you're trying to do that.
Yeah, no.
Watch the show. Like what?
Do that.
Why are you listening to something one recap is? I watch those though sometimes, like people who will like recap other people's podcast episodes. I'm like, why are you doing that? Just if you really want to watch the episode, just go watch the episode.
You know, some people just like
are so lazy. Watch the clips,
cliff
the
notes, the cliff notes of it.
Okay.
I was searching for cliff
getting
notes.
Distracted. Yeah, cliff notes. Okay, let's start off here with who do you think?
Huda.
Yeah. Who do you think is the bigger villain between Huda and Jeremiah right now? Like in the house, who do you think is causing the biggest rift? Like between
Huda.
You think it's Huda?
Huda.
Huda all the way? Because I don't. Yes, I agree with you, but I feel like there's more tension now. Like the group, instead of just calling it like it is and being like, Huda, you're toxic for this villa, they're kind of like throwing all the shade back on Jeremiah.
Yeah, no, I don't know why.
Like he can't do anything right.
Yeah, I don't know. It's weird.
And Huda's
definitely the crazy one. She's like walking around listening to people's conversations.
Oh yeah, it's just next
so
level.
Confrontational.
Taylor has to like stand in and make sure that she's not causing a scene.
I just told you I was going to throw your ass in the pool.
I just can't really personally decide yet, like whose team everyone's on. Like it's like Nick was like anti Huda, and then all of a sudden he's like back on Huda's train again, bandwagon. No. Ace, we'll talk about this in a minute, but they save Huda. And then Ace goes and stands behind Huda.
Yeah. Ace chose Huda. I was confused by that.
So I'm like, what is actually going on? I'm really confused.
But then I thought about it and I was like, that makes sense because Ace and Taylor are boys, and Ace was looking out for Taylor so that way he could vote the other dude off that was having a connection with Alandria. So then Taylor would have like.
Yeah, and he just said he didn't really have that big of a connection. Like he didn't really know
anyone else. He was just going for Alandria,
right?
Kind of, sort of.
Whatever. I can't think of his name.
The farmer, the truck driver.
Can't think of it right now. Jalen. He came back. Posted a TikTok and literally has millions of followers. Like it's insane. People
past millions now.
Well, I know it's into the millions. I'm pretty sure. I think it's over 1 million.
I checked, and it was like.
It was 800,000. Like
yeah, it was close to 8 when you showed me.
I want to look and see if I can.
It was like 744 or something like that.
No, it's not him.
That's not his name on TikTok. Remember, it's fucking Scott Disick.
No, that's a different guy.
What?
1.3 million.
1.3.
Scott Disick fan is Austin.
Oh.
Because he sounds like Scott. Yeah, 1.3 million. Good for him. So proud of him.
Oh, look, he's made more videos.
Yeah, just a couple.
2 more videos.
Elite.
Keep pumping, bro. Keep pumping.
Yeah. Anyways, I'm glad when a good guy gets like that's the positive about this show is like you can literally go on and be on for a blip, but if you make an impression on people, you're still gonna come out strong. Like you don't have to be the villain. You don't have to be like this crazy character on the show in order to come out like with a lot of followers. Like that's the point I'm trying to make here. Like you don't have to be a Huda. Okay.
So you agree
Huda,
that
I don't
Huda's
think
crazy?
tried. No, I don't even think Huda tried to go in and be the person that America hated. I think she thinks the complete opposite, which has been shown. Like she is very unaware that people hate her. Like she doesn't get it. She's tone deaf. Just a
dealing
whole
with
situation.
some cognitive dissonance.
Yeah. Ace has like his breakfast minions. That also happened this week, where now he's become like the leader of the house.
Oh yeah, the leader of like breakfast and tells like the other dudes like, okay, you're gonna like the quarterback of the situation every morning.
Yeah. So
everyone huddle up. It's breakfast time.
He's like
this is my shit.
The bare minimum that we can be doing, boys, is breakfast. And then he's like giving them all like a huddle in the morning and like pep talks and stuff. But like when did Ace become like the house leader? I just don't even understand. He's not even in a strong coupling like up until like a day ago. Well,
now he's with Shelly,
which is
and
more
all those
drama
conspiracies you're talking
about.
I
have to show you those. I forgot to pull those out before we started this episode.
They like know each other and they're in cahoots.
Yeah, exactly.
With Amaya too.
Yep. Dude, I've got to show you that. I've got to show you that. We'll give. I'll talk about that in a minute because that's like later.
So I'm getting ahead of myself.
No, not really. We can talk about that right now, actually, because it all kind of ties together. Because I just still am very confused on why Ace chose Amaya, right? And now it's starting to make more sense because of this whole drama thing that happened behind the scenes. Because there's this whole conspiracy thing that came out on Twitter, and it basically said, I'll show it to you. Like, I showed it to you yesterday, didn't I? If I can find it again,
text or whatever. Like I'm friends with them on the outside, and they talked about this the whole.
Yeah, and I don't know who to believe because I know there's other family members and stuff that have debunked the rumors, but of course, anyone who's a member of the family who doesn't want that person's name to get ragged or like get kicked off the show is obviously going to like lie for them, and cover them and try to clear their name. But there's this thing that came out on Twitter, and it's like some friend. It was like a close friend story on Instagram that someone screenshot. So it was like supposed to be like a private kind of like between like a certain group of people, and then it got like leaked out. This is apparently what it was. Let's see, this could be obviously photoshopped or whatever.
It could be fake.
Right.
Whatever.
So it says, I'm actually a close personal friend of Amaya, and don't tell anybody I told you, but Shelly, Ace, and Amaya are in cahoots to manufacture the greatest enemies to lovers arc in reality TV history. They planned it before they all signed up for the show. After Casa, Ace is going to have a heartfelt conversation with Amaya just before the last recoupling and then choose her in the end. They know it will make headlines. Shelly is in on it, and since she's Amaya's secret best friend, she agreed to be part of the master plan because she's helping her modeling career. So that's like one like theory.
So is that like implying that Ace and Amaya are like actually dating out in the real world?
Yeah. So then there's this other. So then there was this whole again more came out, and it was like saying how they are more than just like because you remember how in the very beginning of the show there was like that little blip, and they were like we know each other. You know we
that was between him and Shelly.
Ace and Shelly.
Yeah.
No, I know. That's who we're talking about.
Oh, my question was about Amaya, but yeah, okay.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah, I said, so what is that thing implying that Ace and Amaya are like dating out in the real world?
No, it's implying that him and Shelly are dating out in the real world.
But it said the greatest enemies to love couple. And
right, because he picked Amaya, remember? And then he's like, ew, I fucking hate Amaya. Like, I can't stand her. I don't even sleep
but after Casa, he's going to pick Amaya again. Right. So what that's saying is that he's going to end up with Amaya.
Right, but it'd be a fake relationship. It's just going to be like a story arc. That's what it's saying. He's faking this. He's faking like going back to Amaya and gonna dump Shelly, and Shelly's gonna be like heartbroken. Yeah. But that's all a fake storyline that they're just like running with because it's gonna be like I can't believe.
No, yeah, I know. Oh. I understand. I don't think you're understanding my question.
No, I'm not.
Yeah.
What are you saying?
Well, read that again. They're all in cahoots and talked about before.
No, babe, this is what I'm trying to explain to you. Okay, let me read you the story. So,
there's another one.
Yes, like that's what I'm trying to explain. So, there's more to the story. So there's people that have been saying that they're out here acting like they barely know each other when they've been talking for months. Like he literally told her Happy Valentine's Day this year on Instagram. Stop playing, this person says on some. This is another Instagram close friends thing. They didn't just bump into each other at a party. Shelly models and does music videos, and y'all know Ace is trying to be a rapper, right? That's literally how they linked. He hit her up like, "You should be in my next video," and started pressing her. They've been intimate. They've been dating. He talks about her all the time. She's been around all the bros. Everybody in their circle knows what's up. Shelly's not entertaining anyone else in the villa because she already is with Ace. She's just sitting back and letting him and his little, I don't know, so I got cut off. Neither of them has kissed outside of the challenge. That's not a coincidence. It's because they agreed on it. Like they were like, let's play the game. But obviously they knew people would catch on if they avoided challenge kisses too. That's the only reason they're even doing that. And they thought that little licking scene was cute or whatever. Please, she's okay with that because they're actually together. Ace will do anything for fame. He told people he was going to be a disruptor, and that's exactly what he's doing, trying to break up a real connection while making sure people root for him and Shelly. Don't get played. Y'all are watching a performance.
That's funny.
And then there's this audio of him, like, begging. Ace asking his followers to say, "Will you be my Valentine's, Shelly?" Okay, so anyways, I'll link this if you guys haven't seen this. It's all over the internet. If you're following Love Island, you should know this story, except for Ryan. But
well, I don't research Love
Island. I know, but here's my point. I think Ace is a snake. I can't tell.
Yeah, he's fucking performing.
And now I'm like, okay, is production gonna step in and be like, we know we can't let this go down, or are they gonna like let it play out and see what happens? Are we just gonna like see what happens? They don't know that we know. Obviously, they're in the villa, so like they can continue with that storyline, and then we're gonna be like, oh my god.
Except for we won't, because we'll know the storyline already.
Well, then it's gonna be like,
but then if it does that, we're gonna be like, oh my god, they really are
liars. And then so is the production like leaving them in there just to see, see if they're
and then they're America like just like pones them and makes fun of all three of them, and then ruins all three of their careers that they were hoping to gain from this show.
Yeah,
probably.
I'm curious to see, and they got like America no airtime this past.
America doesn't like liars.
No, we know, aka Huda, who's just like a literal. I cannot. Don't get me started. Literally, do not get me started on Huda. Like I can't with her.
Crazy.
She makes me so mad, babe. I'll talk about this right now because today with that episode with her stealing what's his nuts, Petey Pablo. Yeah, Pepe. I keep
Petey Pablo.
I keep calling him that for some reason. He looks like a Petey.
North Carolina.
Anyways, she goes, I didn't know that at the end of the challenge. I forgot.
I forgot that we had to make out.
What do you mean? You were like the fourth last person to go.
She was the last person to go. You
literally watched like every other person go and do the challenge. You choose him. And then your excuse for doing that behind your friend's back.
Oh my god, I forgot.
Is that you just had a brain lapse and forgot?
Whoops.
oh, I'm new to this whole pulling people for chats. Oh, so when people were trying to pull Jeremiah, you knew you were expecting them to ask you, right? To talk to him first. So then what? You just forgot they had a lapse in memory that maybe you should like ask.
God, she's crazy.
She is. I cannot with her.
Crazy.
I cannot. And I try so hard because it's like we have the right to talk because like it's a show and like everyone has the right to an opinion. But like I walk a fine line with it and saying mean things because like I said, I know she's gonna come out.
Yeah. Maybe she's doing a performance too.
I don't think so. Unfortunately.
She's just really crazy.
It just seems too like genuine. Yeah. Which is not like
I agree.
You know what I mean? Like it's not something that's like good. Like I don't know if she's stable, and it's not going to be better when America comes out and like the only thing going for her is the Mamacita quote, the trending audio.
But that's Nick.
But it's mostly Nick. Yeah.
Yeah, that's Nick. Who's a mom? Who said Mamacita? Mommy, a Mamacita.
Yeah, so
to what, a dog? Your mommy to a dog?
I don't know how much longer she can possibly stay. Her flirting makes me cringe. Like when she was flirting up in the soul ties.
So bad.
She's like, I still got it. No, girl, you literally, it makes me uncomfortable to watch you talk to people now. Yeah. And I don't know why that is. I don't know if I would have felt that way from the beginning, or if it's just because I've now like just lost. I have the ick for her. Like I can't tell which one it is.
Maybe a little bit of both.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know.
I
don't know either.
I just know she's crazy.
Yeah. I can agree with that she's not stable, but like I said, I walk a fine line with being going too hard on Huda for some reason. I don't know, it's just I feel bad.
You feel bad for her?
She's a mommy.
I'm sorry for her.
Yeah. I Ryan and I have a bone to pick with the fact I don't think if they have not shown any scenes of anyone getting into the pool.
Yeah, what's up with that? Is it cold there?
Babe, is it cold there? That Paige, the girl who did that challenge from Giggly Squad, the girl, remember I told you who fainted?
You said she passed out.
No, I'm sorry. It's the dead of summer.
Yeah, why aren't they using the pool? They all just like look at it.
I will
sit around it.
Understand. There's no way that they have no.
They're all like working out. Why would you not just go like run and jump in the pool after your workout?
Or like after you get milk spat all over you.
Ew, yeah.
Like the first thing I do is
probably tell you not to go in the pool.
I don't give a fuck. What do you don't think they have a filter?
You're gonna make our pool green? I don't know. Maybe they're on a budget.
On a budget, but they can walk around the villa dripping milk and like sopping ketchup, and there's like shit as they run around.
Yeah, I don't know. Probably.
I'm very, very, very. Maybe it's because they're mic'd up and they don't want them to take off their mics, and so they rarely get in the pool because they can't get footage.
I think it's probably because of what Rob did last year when he went to go hide underneath it.
Well,
remember he went underneath
because
they hid.
A lot of times when they do pool scenes, like usually it was like a group scene of them jumping into the pool together.
Yeah.
But there wasn't a lot of scenes of them in the pool. They might be sitting by the pool with like their legs in the water, but they can't take their mic off.
Maybe I'd be sitting next to the pool with the mic on the.
Yeah, I'd be like, I'm trying to.
Yeah, so I'm trying to get to know you over here.
They'd be like,
Can I pull you for a chat? Where do you want to go? The pool. The pool. It would be good.
They're like, Ryan, no more pool scenes, please.
I think I'm gonna keep fucking chilling in this pool.
I feel like this is not a podcast interview. You can't interview people with your little mic.
Hey, so no, it's just the necklace, right? It's just the necklace with the furry ball thing on it.
Yeah, but it's still like really weird.
Yeah, I'd just be like,
hey.
I'd just be holding the necklace. Hey,
so put on your forehead.
What's your opinion about family?
Oh my gosh. That would be so funny, actually.
Yeah, so I saw you kiss 3 guys earlier today. It's pretty fucking disgusting. I don't think I want to chat with you no more. Get out of my pool.
Ta-ta.
Get out of my pool. It's my pool. I'm taking ownership.
Oh my god. I just have to say that Megan Thee Stallion on the episode did make me very happy. That did make me very happy.
She's pretty funny.
It was a good time. I don't have many notes from that episode except for that we have 100% confirmed that Huda's definitely a stripper. Yeah. And that's okay.
Stripper confirmed.
I have no issues with strippers. And no problem with that. I'm just saying if there was any question in anyone's mind, there should not be any more. And then that night, they got 2 bombshells that came in.
From their puzzles.
Yep.
Yeah, who do you think the new bombshells are going to end up with? TJ
and I wrote her name down. I don't know why I blank on it. Adrena.
Adrena.
Yeah, the new ones always takes me a minute. So I think if I had to guess, well, it depends. It depends, babe, because I don't know how the recoupling is going to go. Is it going to be the boys are allowed to pick the girls or the girls are allowed to pick the boys? Because if it's the girls pick the boys, I think that Adrena is going to pick Jeremiah. And TJ is going to pick... Woof. I would have to say Hannah. It's either Hannah or Shelly.
Or Shelly.
But that would be insane.
I think he picks Iris.
Oh my god, I forgot about Iris.
I think TJ picks Iris, and I think Adrena picks Nick if the girls get a pick.
She likes Nick a lot. I can tell she does. And I think she honestly likes him more than Jeremiah. But I think because she's afraid to walk on between the girls or like break up Sierra and Nick, who just banged.
Yeah.
Which I want to talk about in a minute. But
it was quick.
Yeah, I just don't know if she would do that or not. But I could see that because she does. And he's all about it.
Sierra says
Sierra likes
she
TJ.
likes TJ too.
But I forgot about Iris. But Iris,
I just think somehow, some way, they're gonna make it like Jeremiah and Huda are single again. I think that's how they're gonna make it.
That would be insane. I think Pepe's gone.
Pepe and Hannah? No.
I don't see her like. I don't know.
Hannah's not gonna go. I don't think.
I saw this creator who was like. And I agree with her. She's like, I hope those girls go back to Casa or come back from Casa, which I think is next week. I think it's Tuesday. She's like, I hope they come back with bodies on bodies. There's just men. They all break out there. Like, I hope it's like last season with the Ben. You know how they all just like, they all brought back bitches. He's like, I hope it's that, but with the females this time. They all bring back men. And these men think they got their women in their bag. No. She's like, I want 10 Miguels. I want all Miguel's friends coming back to that villa. I hope Shelly comes back
in the mansion.
Yeah, I hope they just shake it up.
There's gonna be people sleeping on the floor together.
Yeah, I want people sleeping everywhere. That's what I want. I want it to be wild in that bitch, like a giant sleepover. And then like the sex. So the sex thing, like, babe, there's been 2 couples now that we know of that have fucked.
Yeah,
for sure.
They said on show.
Now, I was talking about this in my group chat. I'm in a group Love Island group chat, and I have like 500 text messages a day. Thank you. I'm not mad about that. But like, one of the girls brought up a good point, and she's like, in other seasons, generally, if couples are like having sex, usually it's like a couple that's been established for a while, and like you're like, oh, okay, like they're just kind of like.
I feel like it's normally in the hideaway.
Yeah, or like way later in the season, like because their tension's been built up or whatever, and like they might have done other stuff. But
Huda
like,
and Jeremiah just fucking hit like
day 2. 10. It was like before that. It was like day like 5. I want to say. I'd have to go back and look.
I don't know.
And then Sierra and Nick, what was it wild. Like day? That was just yesterday. Or
like day 18 or I don't know.
We're on like 14. I can't even keep track anymore. I think it's like 14.
14
or 15. I don't know. Either way. I was like, that's a little weird. Are they like they're like really jumping in here? Are we gonna be homie hopping? Like, is now Sierra gonna go jump over to someone else? And
Huda has to. Huda has to.
Well, she doesn't have to, but like, kinda, she already.
Yeah, she's gotta pick someone to stay on the show.
Well, unless it's the new guy, but she's not gonna pick TJ because she already said like she doesn't have any connection with him. She's just ready to steal Hannah's man. I know she's not.
She bruised his lip.
Pepe. Yeah, but
no, she's not trying to take Pepe.
That was during a challenge, wasn't it?
Yeah. And she was like,
they were just like,
ha ha ha. That's how she.
And then I also wondered about the cleanup situation after they fuck. Like, what is happening? Are they just both getting out of bed and nude and going to the bathroom? Where is the condom going? Is Nick just he's just
how
like?
Do you know there's a condom?
Well, I mean, I don't. They're all tested, I'm pretty sure, but like that would be wild. Oh, we're just raw dogging on Love Island. There's Love Island babies happening. Talk about a wild
like,
story.
got him.
Yeah.
Number 2.
What a story. Jesus Christ. Talk about crazy.
Oh my god. That's so funny.
Raw dogging on the island. My God, I wish I could name the title of the episode that.
You could.
Shit, I could, but
Quit raw dogging on the fucking island.
are we
dude.
raw dogging on this island right now? I just can't. I just don't know how that all plays out. But I think about that. You already have to hear. They already mentioned the bed next to them, who I don't know who it was. It's like I heard, like
yeah,
so you already are hearing stuff, no matter what.
There's no separation.
And then like afterwards, you like when you just closing your eyes because you don't want to know what's happening afterwards.
Yeah, just like
you just like
okay, just roll over. Hopefully, no one else heard us. And they're only like the furthest person away is like 8 feet.
Like
in another bed.
The bed's like right there.
It's like those beds are like crammed in there. They're literally like like a foot apart from each other.
Yeah,
and there's like
they're not
6 queen size bed.
It's too much for me. I don't know if I would be able to do that. I'd be like, can we at least go out to Soul Ties? Like, can we go outside?
Yeah.
Can we go outside?
Can we go to the shower? Can we
like can we sneak out? Why are they not allowed to Are they not allowed to leave the bedroom after they go to bed? Like, I'd be like, hey, after we go to bed, let's leave.
Cameras aren't set up anywhere else. You got to do it on camera.
What do you mean? That's not true because, like, within the boys, like, sometimes they go sleep in Soul Ties and other places and they have cameras out there.
Yeah, they have cameras everywhere.
Yeah, no way. Come on, guys. Go fuck somewhere else. Why do you got to all be in the communal room?
Why do you got to make everybody else listen?
I just don't understand that. And then the last thing I don't understand is how Austin, how is Austin the one who literally is the worst one on the show, finally gets a boo, finally gets her boo,
baby,
her babe, his babe,
baby.
And I can't, now I'm not saying what she's doing is not too much because she's literally talking about babies.
Dude, she's wild.
She's literally talking about babies. It's a little aggressive.
Yeah, and he's like, calm down.
But he cannot handle it. And now he's like, I can't. I'd be like
I don't like
at
her.
least wait until after the fucking thing. But you know what's probably gonna come out? It's not gonna probably come out till like movie night or something.
What? Oh,
that he doesn't like her like that much or something.
And they're gonna stay together until movie night?
I doubt that, but maybe. Because he doesn't have another card right now. Who is he going after?
Huda?
You're joking.
Remember, he was like, wait, she has a baby?
There are some. Oh my God, whatever happened with that?
He knows.
Whatever happened with that, babe?
Nothing. It's a hidden grenade that people are supposed to forget about.
That's like the hidden immunity idol on Survivor.
Yeah, dude.
They're going to be like,
there's a movie night exposure.
I forgot about that.
There's a movie night exposure.
Yeah.
Look, I'm telling you, Huda and Jeremiah are going to end up single again.
Because there are
they're going to end up getting back together, and then here comes movie night, and then crash out on movie night because Jeremiah
was a part of that conversation.
And him and Olandria.
That's a story that could happen.
Told Austin.
Oh yeah, and then their friendship breaks up because she's like, I can't believe. Honestly, bro, like,
but
why
who cares
would
if Austin knows?
Why?
Like,
thank you.
Fuck,
I'm so over this whole storyline, but I do see that could see that happening.
Dumb.
And I do see friends sometimes pair up as couples just until the next bombshell comes in because they like each other, like they're OGs, and they don't want to see their OG friend leave, so they'll like couple up even though they're not romantically together, just to wait for someone else. I've seen that happen, but like I don't see Austin doing that with fucking Huda. I don't see that. He'd be like, please leave, Huda. He does not like her.
Yeah, he voted for.
Didn't he vote her off?
He stood behind Jalen.
Yeah, so I don't know. I can't wait. I believe Casa Amore's Tuesday. Someone said that in the group chat, so I hope that's true. I get all my information from third-party sources. I didn't even know it was. I thought it was season 9. It's season 7. I'm a little off, you guys. I
thought it was season 2, so.
I watch, but I'm kind of got a lot going on, so. That's that. I cannot wait for tomorrow. It's
night. Tomorrow's a new episode. But you know what else is tomorrow?
Oh, babe.
Game 7.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. One more thing though. I forgot.
Okay.
Who do you know how the Ever America is voting for their favorite boy and girl?
Oh.
Who's your favorite boy and girl?
Oh jeez.
Do you want me to go first? Right now, my favorite girl is Shelly. No, it was Shelly. I'm sorry, I've taken that back because I don't trust Shelly anymore. I like Ciara better now. Ciara because born in the Midwest, born in Chicago, lived in Arizona. Ciara, sorry. I'm sorry, Ciara. Lived in Arizona, now lives in LA. Played softball growing up, was a pitcher. Girl, we would be good friends. Come hang.
Don't.
Come hang out here. Let me help you.
No, don't.
That's so mean.
I'm just
She's
kidding.
cool. She seems smart and funny. I have her at our house.
Smart and fun. At our house?
Well, where else are we going to meet her to do the podcast? In LA?
Call in.
Do you want to go? Call in?
Call in via webcam.
That's so boring. Yeah, I guess. It would be kind of weird.
It'd be tight.
Yeah.
Because she'd have to bring her couple.
Oh my God, that'd be so fun. Please.
No.
Okay. Now I'm just kidding.
Oh man.
I have become I have just addicted to Love Island. I don't care about anything else. Let's fucking go.
Let's get Rob on to tell us what he thinks of this season.
He's like dipped out. Okay,
yeah.
We can talk about this offline. Good night, friends. Love you. Bye. See
Later.
You next week. I totally forgot to tell who to vote for our favorite boy. So Ryan, I was like, shit. Ryan, who's your favorite boy and favorite girl? Oh my God.
Ace
is your favorite boy?
And
Taylor's my favorite boy.
I like Taylor too.
Oh.
Dang it.
Pick a girl, babe. This is supposed to be like a 10-second thing. Alandria? That's a good one. Alandria is my second favorite. So we got Ciara, Alandria. Those are the people we're saving on the girl side. And then Taylor and Ace. But sketchball Ace. Okay, bye.